Good evening. Good evening. How is everyone this evening? Welcome, welcome. I got to come up with a new name. It used to be Welcome to the Hot Mess Express, but I haven't done that for a while. Good evening. Good evening, you guys. Thanks so much for joining us. I have so much stuff on my table. We'll see what happens. I want to show off my apron. I got my sample apron in from the retreat, you guys. Let's see if I can have you guys see it. Oh, Lord. Without showing my mess. I'm gonna have to stand up. You guys see? I look a little dark. I don't know. I'm gonna make me a little bit darker, I think, before I have them all made. But they're gonna be white this year, so we're gonna be all looking like we have lab coats on. That's the plan. Good evening. Good evening. Thank you guys so much for joining us tonight. You want to say hi, baby?
I will. You look a little washed out.
It's the light, but it'll be okay with the other camera.
Yeah,
Here.
the one, because you got two cameras going, right?
Yeah, the one that faced down on the table is the good one.
All right.
And then I have on white too. That's not helping.
No, the background looks washed out.
Oh, that I just wiped it off too. I know. That's why I changed cameras, babe. Wait till you see how crispy the overhead is. It's really crispy.
Yeah, changing the light didn't help.
Yeah, I know. It's okay. I put the new camera for overhead.
Okay.
So it'll be better in a few minutes. It's probably good that it's not crispy because I'm looking crazy today. You want to say hi?
No.
Here. No, come up. You gotta say hi.
Yeah.
He's out. He is out. We have the grand tonight, so I'm gonna try to get done. You guys should see my Franken. I call it my Franken. Oh, what do you call these things? Anyways, I Frankenstein something today. We're gonna fix it up. No one will ever know by the time we're done painting it. Yeah, it's a corbel. The bottom is a corbel, so that's the part. Well, yeah, it's a frankencorbel. But we'll go over how I made it in just a few minutes. Okay. You want to say hi, baby, and then we'll get started?
Okay, Kathleen Hubis says hello. Michelle Vest and Flea Brown says hi, Damar.
Can you guys hear David?
Madam Beck says hello. That's Jean Hicks, Jerry Peter, and Carol Roy. They're over on the YouTube.
On the YouTubes?
I say the Google on my radio show, and it makes Vance giggle every time. Go to the Google.
They already think we're old, baby. You're not helping the situation.
I'm doing it by design now.
I know. That's like the Walmarts. Oh, Flea says, yes, we can hear the birthday boy.
Not anymore.
That was yesterday?
It's all gone.
Oh, come now.
All gone.
So I'm going to put you guys down to the table so that you can see what I'm up to today. It's madness, by the way. I'm excited about it. Oh, wait, I need two hands. I got to switch the camera. Did you say it to everybody from Facebook, babe?
I did. At the time, there wasn't very many.
Oh, okay.
Chris Schmidt and Alyssa Bricker-Visit then have joined since.
Oh, okay.
And over on the YouTube, Karen Nance and So Glazer.
Okay. Good evening. Thank you guys so much. So if you are on, do I have anybody? I say, D, that you're on the vertical. If you don't like that view, you can come out and look for the horizontal one, just in case, you prefer that one. Because I know it gets a little tight on the vertical because you can't see everything. So, you guys, before we get to this one, I do want to talk about a couple of things. Then we'll get to my frankencorbel over here that I put together. So tomorrow, you guys, is Mixed Media Monday. So I wanted to make sure that everybody who's going to be joining tomorrow, that you guys have downloaded your game. And if you downloaded the game and you're confused about how to put it together, these are your toppers for your sticks. So you put these pieces on the top. And so under stencils, you have 4 challenges. So each of your sticks should have like stencil on the top and then an individual challenge. So you'll have 4 sticks under stencils, 3 under DIY, and so on and so forth. So that you'll have like a whole bunch of sticks so that you can pick them randomly if you're going to play with me tomorrow to see what you're going to do for your project. So if you are a Royce Cycled Insider, this was in this week's emails, okay? I'll say, you've been quiet all day. Why are you going to be loud now? And then I did want to show you guys last week's project because I did go ahead and I attached the clip.
Quiet all day.
Well, I mean,
You
like,
have been focused on other things.
I know, but
trust me,
no, we've not been quiet. So this was a piece we made last week. We used the scrappy masterboard. We used a piece on each side. And this is just something I picked up at the thrift store. And we painted our clip with some milk paint, but we started with the primer, the bonding primer from Pen to Art, which I am so in love with. And so this, you guys, will probably go in my living room. This is a picture of me and my mommy. And then it'll probably go on the shelf that we're going to make tonight. And so then I have like a little flower frog. And so like for me, this is how this would fit in my space, right? It would just, it's a way for me to be able to display different ephemeras and different things that I have collected, which is a lot. It's on my mantle right now though, but that picture of me and mom has to go back in the house. So today though, we're going to be working on my frankencorbel. And that is this piece. So I found this corbel at the thrift store. This brown piece right here. And it had this little piece. And when I realized I could screw it off, I went ahead and took this little one off and I added a bigger one. It's still, I feel like it still makes sense because it's still narrow. So it still fits with the corbel, but it's just a little bit more substantial. And then this is just a little chopping board that I added to the top. So this is going to be like a shelf on my wall and I can add like stuff. I like having little like ledges on my wall. It's a really nice way to be able to display our collections without taking up like space on top of the furniture, right? So this will probably go on my gallery wall and I'll have like this entire space to be able to put something on top of there. And then I also added some wood you bend on here. The one I used for this was, so this was the wood you bend, but I cut it in half and I used half on each side. And then these are like some first gen wood you bend, you guys. These are really old and they're just some gears that I've added on here. This is one of the things I love about being able to make our own stuff is because we can make things exactly the way we like them, right? And so this little chopping board and this little thrift store corbel are hopefully going to be fabulous by the time I'm done. And I want to decoupage the top and I'm not quite sure which paper I'm going to use. I'm thinking I'm going to paint first and then see. We have this paper, which is half of the botanical blocks, the new ones. And I was thinking that this like neutral with a little bit of floral and some topography might look nice on top of here, but I don't know. And this is still half of a half. We used most of that piece to make this Lazy Susan. I don't know if you guys remember this one, but we made this Lazy Susan with the top piece of this half of this paper. And then I was thinking about possibly using another piece of the scrappy masterboard on the top. Like I really like this piece right here. I'm a slow, like it takes me a little bit to decide what goes on. Like if I have a new ledge, it may not be full right away. So this is a nice way to still have something pretty showing, right? But I don't know because once I don't know if I want to cover this up once I start putting stuff on. And this is the paper that we used for the sign that I just showed you. And this is what we have left over. So the thing about the Royce Cycle decoupage papers, you guys, is they're 21 inches by 29 inches. So you get to do multiple projects out of each piece of paper. I'm probably going to go with this one because I think it just makes the most sense. It's going to bring like that warm energy to my piece. I have this piece right here. Even the classical masterboard would work for this. It's going to bring that warmth that I want. And I think this is probably what I'm going to end up using. And oh, this is a whole piece. I thought might have to find the other piece that I used already, because if you guys remember, we used the warm topography to make this, to cover up this cigar box. And we used a milk paint on the top. And we're going to put feet on here, but we decided ultimately that we liked it just like this, right? So this one goes back in my house, though. That's a riser over on my gallery wall. So for today, I'm going to start with a base coat of black. And we're going to paint the top white, since we're going to be decoupaging that part. And I know that it looks really crazy with all these different colors and a chopping board and all these different pieces. But the thing about paint is it's going to unify all this and it's going to look nice. We hope so anyways. We'll see what happens.
Mary Beth Martin says maybe the bookends paper.
Oh, yeah, the Harlequin that I used on the bookends. Maybe.
Let's see. Chris Schmidt says happy belated birthday, David. And Donna Simpson says good day from sunny Queensland, Australia.
Good day.
I bring that up because I got a birthday wish from a friend of mine I used to act with 40 years ago. And it was on Friday. And I was like, I wonder how Rich knew my birthday was. But then I realized he's the entertainment director for a cruise line.
Mm-hmm.
So I bet he's cruising somewhere that's across the date line.
Yes.
And then I saw today he's in Australia.
Oh.
So he saw it on his day.
Yes. Not on your day, but he still thought about you.
And Verla McDonald says hello from Quincy, Illinois. Just not that anybody cares, but my high school won one state basketball championship.
Was it against Quincy?
And they beat Quincy. And was Quincy mad? Because this is in the days before shot clock.
Oh.
And my high school could not come close to the speed of Quincy.
Uh-huh.
They went into a four-corner stall the whole game.
Oh, stop it.
Swear to you.
There was no shot clock?
No shot clock.
Yes.
So,
what are you
sorry.
doing?
I'm painting.
Sorry about that.
Hey, you're painting.
She's too young. But, yeah, I've never seen so many people so mad.
Oh, my gosh. So you guys are the reason. I'm just kidding.
Maybe, in Illinois at least.
So you guys, I'm just taking some black chalk style paint and I'm mixing it with some salt wash. This is going to make it thicker so that I can stipple on some texture onto my piece. And I usually start like with a 50-50 mixture of the two. And then I go from there. Like if I want it thicker, I might add some more. Or if I want it thinner, I'll add some more paint. But I think this is good. I do want my stipples to be pretty fine. So I'm not going to mix it super thick.
Irma says she's still mad. It was 1979, so I'm assuming she was born after that. Then maybe her parents passed it down to her.
Her still being mad.
How awful that school from up by the Chicago area was.
The Chicago area. And so I'm going to pounce. And what happens when I thicken my paint, every time I lift my brush, it makes these little peaks. So I get some texture.
Oh, she graduated in the 70s. Your picture really does you justice. Can I just say that? Because she looks about 35 in her picture.
Oh. I was looking at our picture from our cover photo today. We took those pictures a little while ago, babe.
Yeah, I know. We are... I posted the photo from last night from our birthday, when you took me out for my birthday.
Mm-hmm.
And some of the kids, well, one of our sons was there, and our daughter-in-law, and the two grandkids. And you took that one photo of me with the kids. Yes. And I am the spitting image of my grandfather. And I want to stress, not Gene when he was young.
No, when you knew him as a grandpa?
When I knew him as grandpa.
Oh, well, you know. So, I told David, he's making me old, you guys. We've been together way longer than it feels. I think you're making time go by faster, baby.
It definitely is going fast.
You're going to have to cut it out. So I'm going to stipple this black all over and then we'll dry this. If you guys have any questions, if you're new here, I'm sorry. Hi. My name is Royce Hunt Bell, and the voice behind the camera is David Bell. And together we make up Recycled Treasures. Oh, and this is Damar. Oh, yeah, they can't see you now, Papa, because you're in the circle.
Did you have this?
I got it at the thrift store.
Thank you to everybody for the birthday wishes. I appreciate it. One more year to Medicare.
I know. And together we make up Recycled Treasures. Anyways.
They all laughed at me on the radio when I said that.
Man, you need to be still,
Our
Papa.
chamber director outed me for my birthday. So I said, one more year to Medicare, and they all laughed. And I went, I'm not kidding.
Serious. That's serious.
I can't wait.
I know. Although I don't know what I'm going to do now, babe.
Yes, we have a couple of folks saying, does anybody not want Olympic spoilers? If you don't want it, say it, and I won't say anything.
Spoiler.
Yeah, because I won't do that.
I know.
Yeah, that's just not fair to people.
I haven't even been watching. I haven't been watching anything, though.
Ken and she married almost 29 years.
Oh, my goodness.
Doesn't seem that long. Yeah.
Time is going by way too fast.
You know, it's true. When you, I was going to say when you're in love, but when you love the person, it really doesn't seem that long.
It doesn't.
Because like the kids feel like they're still, 12 and 13. And David turns 38
Yes.
on Tuesday.
Oh, my gosh. 38? David's almost 40?
Almost 40.
What the what?
I know.
He gonna have to cut that out.
No spoilers. You got it. I won't say a thing. You got it, Kathleen. Because I get it. We play catch up. Everything's happening in the morning, so you got to play catch up in the
Oh.
afternoons and evenings. So
I'm in design mode right now, so. I haven't been watching anything.
Ooh,
Oh.
Somebody's supposed to get almost 2 feet of snow. Anna, let me see here. I got to bring it up to my face. Bolotnikov. Where are you at, Anna? Oh, New York. Didn't I just see the mayor issue a no travel warning?
Oh.
Because the boroughs are supposed to get hammered?
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
But I want to play with
And who said I'm new? Who said I'm new? Oh, Anna. Anna's new. Hi, Anna.
Welcome to the mayhem, Anna.
Sure.
I know. Why are you so wiggly? I didn't put any Epsom salt in that bathtub. That's why.
This is today.
I know. I'm just harassing him. Usually when he comes in here, he's like playing with his board or playing with the tablet.
You're almost done with the chocolate milk, too. Hold on. Oops, I crushed one of the chips.
And I brought both of my round brushes today because you guys can see I got a lot of spots, tight spots I need to get into. So I'm going to get as much coverage as I can with my big brush. And then I'm going to go in with the smaller brush. And if I skip a few areas, it's not a huge deal because this is just the base coat. But I would like to get the texture everywhere.
Okay.
See, you're still on browns, aren't you? Yeah.
So not only is the color going to bring all these different elements together, but also the texture is going to help with that, right? Because everything has its own texture. So if I were to just paint it, you may still be able to see that. So the texture is also going to help to unify all these different elements so it doesn't feel like a Frankenstein after I'm done. When I used to do furniture, my favorite kind of pieces to do were like Frankenstein pieces. That's what I call them. When you bring together different pieces to create something brand new is my favorite kind of upcycle.
Jerry Peters says, where did you take David for his birthday? We did 2 things. one a week before.
Yes.
Because that's when it occurred.
We went and saw a comedian last week in Tucson, and
Dave
then
Attell.
yes, you guys see, I don't know his name, but David loves him, so we went to go see him. Or David likes him, loves him. Do you love him?
He's the best working comedian right now.
Oh,
Even
okay.
you enjoyed him.
I did enjoy him. He was funny. You know why? Because he kept catching me off guard. Like, you guys know how you listen to someone talk and you can anticipate kind of where they're going. No, you cannot anticipate where he's going. He just like makes a random left turn right in the middle of the conversation.
He's a legitimate joke teller.
Yeah.
Not a storyteller. He's a joke teller. And he's exceptional at it. And then Royce took me out to dinner last night with the kids.
I wanted to go out to breakfast just by ourselves, but you know.
Grandkids.
I know.
Come on.
I know.
A lot of people like the color and the texture.
Yeah, the texture really, if you guys are working, like if you're Frankensteining some pieces together and you're struggling, because even after you paint, maybe they still look like they're separate, it may be the texture that's throwing you off. So if you can unify the texture, it really is a nice cheater way.
Oop, I got Anna right. She's in New York.
To do that. And you guys see, and when I'm stippling, one of the things when people are either like stippling or dry brushing, that they don't like, and I didn't think about bringing a round brush for dry brushing, is sometimes you can like see a square edge to your brush, but the way that I get around that is I generally will use round or oval brushes whenever I'm adding a texture like this. And you guys will notice I'm turning my piece around and I'm working on it. If you always work on your piece from one viewpoint, you'll move it and you'll see that you've missed all kinds of stuff. So if you're able to look at your pieces from different angles, especially if you have a lot of like ornate pieces, you really want to take your time and look at it from. It's okay.
All right.
They don't need to see me. They can see the table. Although, here, let me just.
That did look kind of crazy on
the thing.
Camera.
Actually, can you pick that up, baby? I'm sorry. I don't know how I did that. Because it's not even over here. It must have just. We're just throwing stuff around here. Okay. Right here, babe.
Maybe that's why, because you're bouncing the table.
I think so. It just danced right off, probably. Yeah. Okay.
Like this?
No, it goes on the. I just have it sitting on there. Yeah, just sit it on top of there, like that. Yeah, just sitting on there.
Well, that's not good.
Well, baby, I don't know what else to do.
I know, but that's not good.
It's a make it work moment.
No more bouncing on the table.
I know. No more no more monkey jumping on the bed, huh? Okay. So I think that, see, look, I'm going to dry this because I can see that I've missed all kinds of stuff, because even though I'm moving it around in a circle, I'm not looking at it from the top, and I can see that I've missed all kinds of stuff. So I'm going to go ahead and dry this, and then I'll turn it over and look at it from the other side, from the top side, and we'll try to address anything that's not done. And I hope you guys don't get bored tonight, because this is going to be a lot of painting. Actually, this is like a cheater. I'm going to be doing, I told David, it's going to be a quick patina. Because usually if I make a patina, I'm doing like multiple layers. But tonight it's going to be kind of a quickie. We're going to do a quickie tonight, babe.
He says, I started using dry milk paint to add texture to pieces. The rusty goodness is so, quote, yummy, end quote, to quote Royce.
I might cheat your, I know I was thinking about you today, Flea, when I was planning this piece, because I might do that tonight. I did mix me up some milk paint to add to this, though. That A Praying Wife is really, I love that color so much. I think that's what you bought for me, isn't it, Flea? Hey, Whitney. Whitney, I have to tell you, there's a meme on TikTok, and it's a little girl, and she has her hair up in a musty band with glasses, and she's dancing away. And every time I see that, I think about you. You know what? While this is drying, oh man, I meant to upload my new commercials, and I didn't. Dang it. I always forget something. I'm trying to think if they're on my phone. They're not.
Most of the day trying to find your grill.
I wasn't most of the day. That was like about 30 minutes. And they were exactly where they're supposed to be. They were just laying down. And I couldn't see them. See? I was trying to assemble my frankencorbel. And I think I'm going to paint my edges black, but I'm not sure. So, and I thought about you guys. I almost went a little bit crazy with the pieces because I almost put some, you know how you can buy the wood beads that are cut in half? I almost put those around the edge, but I decided to just not to do that. To just walk away.
Police said she bought a praying white from you, and Rima's asking, what is a praying white?
It's the color of milk paint. It's Amy Howard's milk paint. And it's just a super yummy color. Here, let me show you guys. We're going to use it tonight. It's this color. It's the same color I've been using. I'm trying to get it the light. I don't know. This is the color, though. It's a rusty color. But it's a pretty color, though. I don't have anything in here. I think everything we painted with is actually on my gallery wall. Because the cans that we made together, okay, so you guys, it looked like I was finished, right? But look at all, you guys see those white spots? I missed all kinds of stuff because I was looking from the bottom. So now that I'm looking from the top, I can see that I did miss some additional spots. So I'm going to hit those really quickly. And my base coat, I like to get full coverage on my base coat because then I don't have to worry. Like if the black shows through, it's not going to be a big deal. I should probably put that camera on my laptop today because I think I'm going to dance it off again, although I'm almost done pouncing. And I could just go in at this point and just paint too, but it's almost easier to do this because I have all these crevasses.
Rima asked, do you sell Amy Howard, Royce?
You know what? I used to, Rima. I have some. Message me if you're if you want some. I have it. You guys know I have so much stuff. It's just absolute insanity. That's why for the contest, I'm going to be doing mystery boxes, and they're going to be so fun to make because I legitimately have so much stuff. And have you guys looked at the prizes for the contests? And I was so happy. There was more entries today. It's getting exciting. And somebody asked me, where are the entries? You guys can't see them just yet. So when you guys fill out that form, that's basically my Google Drive. So they're going into a Drive folder. And so after the contest closes, which I expanded the due date until March 6th. And I did that because I didn't have my stuff together. Like I literally just got the prizes loaded yesterday. But speaking of prizes, I'm going to try to remember off the top of my head. So Wise Owl is giving, they said $100 gift card, but I'm going to break it up into two $50 gift cards because we have so many categories. So we have two $50 gift cards from Wise Owl. Pint Art is giving a fine line crackle kit. Megan's going to build like a wall decor kit. They have a lot of wall decor products. She just came back from Germany where she visited with the company that makes the Pint Art stuff. And so she was super excited about that. And Rima, I talked to her about you too, because you used to do walls. Or you still do walls. You know what I'm saying? And so she's giving the wall kit, the fine line crackle kit, and then she's going to do 2 mystery boxes as well. And then IOD is giving 4 sets, and each set will have a stamp, a mold, a transfer, and an inlay. So 4 of those are listed as prizes. And then in addition to those, did I forget anybody? And then Serena, who has a business for creative businesses like ours, one of the prizes in the professional category will be 3 months inside of her business membership, which, you guys, I'm going to tell you, she's helped me grow my business so much. There's no way I wouldn't know half the things I know if I wasn't a part of, it's not Social Divas anymore. I can't remember what the new name is. Sorry, Serena. And I'm trying to think. Is there anything else? So those are the basic prizes. Oh, and then of course, recycled decoupage paper, right? They're like 10 packs, 5 packs, 3 packs. And you have 2 chances to win because we have judges who will be judging. And then in addition to that, we'll be doing people's choice as well. So please, please, please enter. Honestly, the reason why I do the contest is not even for like competition. It's more of an exhibition. I just want you guys to show off and show what you're making because it's so inspirational. It really, really is. Every time I used to have a contest, I would just spend time scrolling through all the pieces because I'm always amazed at how people use recycled decoupage paper and or the stencils. So that's the requirement, that you do have to use a recycled product on your piece in order for it to be entered into the contest. And then our judges, we have Jane Belante is one of our judges. Dion Woods from Turquoise Iris is one of our judges. We have Angela from Dogwood Exchange is one of our judges. And Ellen from, Lynn, look at Lord. Did you guys hear me? Lynn Brundage from Ellen J. Good is also a judge. And the judges are for primarily the professional category. We do have a slate of judges for our hobbyists, but it is a different set of judges of your peers because I didn't want you guys to freak out and not participate. So anyways, that's all about the contest. I hope you guys will enter. I know you guys have been making stuff because I see you. And if you are a recycled retailer, you can enter in the professional category. And I had somebody ask me if you have a creative business, but like painting furniture is not your profession, you still should come. I think you still need to be in the professional category because you're going to have a lot of knowledge about the products, whether you're using on furniture or something else. You're still going to have more knowledge than probably a lot of the hobbyists would. So that'll still be in the professional category. I know, Donna. Sorry. So I cannot wait to see. I'm super excited. So it's going to be a little bit wild. So what will happen is everyone has until March 6th to submit their stuff. And then after March 6th, I'm going to go through, because you can submit 3 photos per entry. If you submit more, I'm going to pick 3, and it may not be the 3 you picked. So I'm just telling you, do 3. And I'm going to organize everything. Our judges will have a few days to go through and make their decisions. I'll upload the entries onto my Facebook page, and then you guys will come on and people will vote. And I did not mention, I have a slate of prizes for those who participate in the voting as well. So we'll be doing a random drawing from those who participate in the voting. So even if you come in and you just vote, you still have a chance to win. Lord have mercy. I'm sorry. I'm trying to tell myself to just move to the next, but my brain just won't let me do it. But I think we're good now. That looks like iron almost, doesn't it? With that texture.
Will the judges know the names?
The judges will not know your name. Well, I'm asking the professionals to put your logo on your products because as professionals, you guys want to have your logos on your pictures because a lot of the prizes for the professionals is about having more visibility in the space. So, like for the pros, you guys will get 30 days on the cover of Royce Cycle Treasures, the main Facebook page. If you're up to it, I'm offering it to do an interview with you about your piece and about your business. And so part of that visibility is also like putting your logo on your photos. So they'll know, but not, I don't know how much they'll know about like the person.
Carol Kincaid asks, can I vote if I don't submit something?
Everybody can vote. So like when we open voting, you can call and ask your brother to come vote. I don't care. Anybody can vote. So that's why I like having the two categories. We're doing the people's choice and then we're also doing the judges. That way you literally have two opportunities to win in each category. Oh, I'm in love with this already. Okay, one more little piece right here doesn't have enough paint, and then I'm going to stop. And so what I'm seeing, you guys, and why I keep adding more paint, it's not even about the coverage. It's about the texture, because I just don't want to have like those little smooth areas, right? I really want everything to have a relatively uniform texture on it so that it looks like it all belongs together.
And I ask, if you're on YouTube, please hit the thumbs up, place a comment. It does help the channel.
Thank you. Thank you.
Subscribe also helps. And if you do, hit the bell to set up for alerts. You can customize your alerts.
Thank you. Thank you.
And if you're on Facebook, please share. We do appreciate it. And comment. Facebook's been funny.
Yeah, Facebook has not been nice to me lately. I don't know what's going on, but
what's the line from that George Thorogood song?
What?
Yeah, my wife says you can't stay here. I don't know. She's kind of funny. Yeah, you're kind of funny too. Everybody being funny.
Oh, I don't know that one.
Yeah, he wasn't paying his rent.
Oh.
He got kicked out and asked somebody to stay with him, and the wife says no.
Oh, the wife says no.
Funny.
Oh, okay. I see what you're saying.
Yeah, you kind of funny too.
Am I kind of funny?
Well, Facebook's being kind of funny.
I know. I don't like to complain about the algorithms, but it's been a little bit weird. I think my 30 days of lives is what did it, honestly.
Well, you're not alone, though. A lot of folks are saying, for whatever reason, a lot of their stuff just isn't going out like it used to.
Yeah. But I appreciate my people who show up. That's why I hate to complain, because there are people who are here, and I appreciate each and every one of you. So thank you so much. And thank you guys so much for sharing my content. I try to leave a little thank you note whenever I see that you shared. Whenever Facebook shows me that you shared, I try to leave a little comment thanking you. And so I'm going to go in and put on like a seriously imperfect coat of this. And I am winging this. I'll be honest with you guys. I have my processes and they don't generally include milk paint. So I'm going to be playing with milk paint and incorporating with my existing processes because I do love the way that it behaves.
Karen Moyer, yes, you're right. I couldn't think of it. One bourbon, one scotch, one beer is the name of that song. Thank you.
Oh.
And Connie Burkham asked, can you just have one picture of your entry?
You can. It's up till 3. So if you only have one picture, that's fine. It's just that some people, Connie, because I think, Connie, you entered in the art, didn't you? I think I saw that you entered something. I'm peeking in the folder, you guys. Some people who have furniture, they want to show like multiple sides of the piece, right? So it's up till 3 per entry.
What's that one that everybody kind of did in was it the 80s or the 90s? The big hair era. Glamour shots.
Oh yeah, the glamour shots.
You can glamour shot your furniture.
Oh yeah.
A little Vaseline on the lens.
Is that how you do it, baby?
Well, that's how you used to do it. Now there's filters, but make sure you got plenty of Aquanet. Lisa Vancil asks, what is this color again?
This is a Praying Wife. It's a milk paint by Amy Howard. And I'm like putting it on like really happenstance on purpose. Because I want that black to show through. That's why I said I'm going to do like a quick patina today. It's not going to be my usual layers and layers and layers. Because we don't have.
And out the door he went. Yes, it's a fun song. It's a bar band song.
Oh, okay.
And it's legitimately just it's not blowing in the wind or like a Rolling Stone. It's not going to change the world. It's just a fun goofy song.
Fun goofy songs are good.
I know. I got no problem with it. Susan Steinberg Prentice says, prepping for the blizzard on the East Coast.
Oh.
And Jerry Peters said, what's the advantage of using milk paint?
You know what, Jerry? It behaves differently than the chalk style paint. So if I were to put this over like a really smooth surface, it would crack. And it's just a different texture. And I just love texture. I really do. And so I'm excited about how the milk paint behaves. A lot of the pieces that I did in January, I think I used milk paint on like a lot of them. And then I'm like your 3-year-old too. Like you guys know how your 3-year-old will like go through food jags where they'll only eat certain things for like a few months. That's how I am about craft supplies. So right now I'm all about the milk paint and the fine line crackle just because, I don't know. I'll move on to something else eventually. But the milk paint, it crackles in a way that the chalk paint doesn't. And I really like it. I'm curious to see what it does. I don't think it's going to do anything over this chalk paint because of the texture, and the chalk paint is probably absorbing a lot of it. But if I were to put this on a smooth surface, I would get like serious crackle. And it's very there are some things you can do to control it, but you really can't. So you get what you get, which that stresses me out a little bit. But for the most part, I like it.
Rima asks, can we use AI for the photos?
Like AI how? Like if you're using one of those programs to stage yours, like maybe you want to stage it. Maybe you want to change the picture in the mirror, for instance, right? So that the mirror isn't like the other side of your shop. That's fine. But the AI shouldn't modify your piece, if that makes sense.
So we have an AI debate going in our household.
Oh, Lord.
And I want to stress, I'm the hypocrite.
I know.
So I hate AI.
When we say AI, let's be clear about what we're talking about, because you hate that I use it to write.
No. I don't hate that you use it, because I know what you're using it for. I have a friend who's a journalist. He takes audio, puts it into Chat GPT, and writes it up for him. He goes in, he cleans it.
Yes.
He's not writing with it. He's just transcribing the audio.
Yes.
I understand that as a tool. I have no problem with that. No, what I don't like is, as a journalist, I'm almost to the point of not trusting what I'm seeing.
Oh, yeah.
So now I have to make extra phone calls to confirm, hey, police department, did you actually post this?
Yeah.
Which is a pain, and they don't want that.
No.
That's the reason.
Yeah, but you're good, though. At least you call to double check.
So I'm not an AI fan. I understand how and why you use it. You do it much like my journalist friend does.
Yes.
It's a transcription tool, and it just helps you because you're not an artist.
I'm not a writer.
You're not a writer. That's all.
It cleans up my stuff for me too, baby.
Exactly.
Oh, criminies. Make sure I get that stuff to Christy tonight, Kate.
Okay. That said, I do watch a lot of videos that are AI.
On YouTube.
But I don't care what the AI says. I'm not paying attention to that. I just want to see the list.
I know. I'm just saying.
I want to see the biggest box office bombs of 1983.
The thing is, AI made the whole video.
Well, somebody had to tell it Go
Yes.
search out the box office bombs and
Yes.
make a list.
Well, no, it probably made the video too. It can generate the video.
I understand, but they had to say go find it.
Yes.
And I'm okay with that. I just want to see the list.
Okay. I think that's good. I'm trying not to cover everything. I'm going to dry this. And the other thing I like about milk paint is it stays really open, meaning that once it's dry, I can take a wet towel and I can wipe this back fairly quickly.
Rima Vaquera says AI
Be able to
and
stage.
Connie wants 2 photos because she has a lighted shadow box. She wants to show it
Ooh.
both ways, lit and unlit.
Yes.
So
So
that's good.
absolutely, you can do up to 3, Connie.
And Donna Simpson, I want to say for shame, because she said Royce loves crackle because it's, quote, appealing.
Oh, that's funny. It's appealing. That's true. I do like anything that's appealing.
Look, we got an interim city manager that's the king of puns. And every time I see him, he comes up with one, and I have to look at him and go, I hate you now.
His dad jokes.
They are, and they're all puns.
Oh.
And he gets such a kick out of my reaction to it.
I wonder, you guys see this edge? I'm not doing the edge. I think I'm going to regret that.
Jerry Peter asks, where do you buy your milk paint?
So what had happened, Jerry, was I used to carry Amy Howard, and I have it in stock. But you can probably go on to her website, though, and find the list of retailers who carry it.
So, Lou DeVelder Stevens agrees with me, hate AI. Flea says AI is an amazing tool.
See, that's why when you say AI, it's such a broad description, right? Like, I don't use AI for my art, right? At all. No, I'm just saying, right? I don't use AI for videos, but some people do, you know. So I have people that I know who use it to help them with editing their videos. I do use it for my writing. Like, I can take my transcript from this video and it'll help me write a blog. It's still my material, it's my stuff, but so I just think it's such a broad term when we use it that I just think because
my concern is, and I'm going to sound like a conspiracy theorist. It's used so broadly in so many different instances, and again, my world is very specific.
Yes, as a
Journalism's very
journalist,
specific.
yes,
that it's teaching us not to trust anything.
Yeah.
And I don't like that.
No, I don't like
Because there
that
are some
either.
things we should trust. And when that trust is broken, there should be punishment for that breaking of that trust.
Yes.
So, yeah, that's my issue with AI. Not the small stuff. Look, if a filmmaker wants to use a little AI here, because if I use CG, it's going to take me 6 months and $80 million. But if I use AI, it'll be done in a week, and I can just tweak. I get it. If a documentarian uses AI, I have a problem.
Yes. Yeah. It depends on what you're doing.
So,
I'm gonna leave that.
Kathleen Hubis, that dried so much lighter.
Yes, and you know what, Kathleen, we're gonna wax this and it's gonna get deeper again. So it does. You can see how deep it is when it's wet. This is gonna be closer to the color that it is when we go over to seal it. Now, if I put a sealer, it's interesting because if I put a sealer on top, it gets a little bit darker, but not as much. And I think it's because the sealer basically just sits on the top. But when I use a wax, or you can also use like oils too, they actually absorb into the paint to seal it, and it becomes darker with that.
Yeah, Lisa Vansel, concerned about the ability to abuse facts. She said it's
Yes.
so much better than me. So much more concise. You used AI, didn't you, Lisa? No, I'm just kidding. No, but that's it. That's what it comes down to. That's my concern. And the loss of jobs. I don't want to see that.
Yeah, and that to me is a larger conversation that's being had. Like, just because, I watch all these videos. And so there's a lot of discussion around that. being a major issue. We see a lot of tech companies laying off thousands of people. Even programmers.
Programmers are programming AI to take over their job.
Yeah.
There's no way I'd be doing that.
Okay.
Rena asks, is the texture still showing?
It is, Rima. It's still, the texture is still there. I did a relatively fine stipple. I didn't do like a super chunky stipple. So it is like, you know, pretty low key, but it is absolutely still there. The milk paint is pretty thin, so it's not going to fill in that texture. Now I have some black showing through, which is actually, I like it. So I'm going to go through with my towel and I'm going to wet my towel. Let me put actually quite a bit of water on here.
Donna Simpson asks, has the milk paint leveled the texture at all?
No, it's not leveling it at all. It's just going right over the top. The milk paint, I mixed it fairly thin. So it's really just adding color. It's not really filling in the texture at all. And you guys will be able to see the texture when I go over it at the end. I'm going to go over with the metallic and you guys will be able to see it a lot better. So I'm just going to go around the edges and you guys see how easy it comes off. Now, I'm not saying once you seal it, it doesn't come off this easy, but as long as it's open, it's like super easy to distress. And I always love a wet distress because I feel like it's more organic. When you use a sanding block, you get like really sharp. You guys know what I mean? Distress marks. When you use wet distress, your what you get is just a lot more organic than what you get when you use a sanding block. And that's why I like it. It's just softer. So I'm going to go through and I'm going to rub off. And some of that rust color is still going to rest. So like you guys see these scratches right here. You see how that rust is settled into those scratches. And even though I wiped over it, it stays in there. So I'm wiping over the top, but a lot of that rust color is still sitting in the bottom or the recesses of the texture that I put on here. One of the reasons why I love using texture is because you can take advantage of the depth of texture. Like I can even go over this and dry brush another color and the color in the recesses will still be there. The black will still be there. And then I can apply another color with a dry brush and it will just add even more dimension.
Kathleen Huvis does not like AI for clothing. You purchase something and it's nothing like the picture.
Oh, I know.
My issue is the models. None of them are old and pear-shaped like me.
It's true. I agree. I have so much problems buying clothes, you guys. Oh my gosh. I'm so sad. We had a young lady locally selling Judy Blue, and I could go in there and try my jeans on before I bought them, but she closed.
So Donna Simpson says wet distress is like wearing off.
Yeah.
Sanding is like scratching off.
Yes.
There you go.
And so it looks softer and more organic, right? Is he getting all the zombies? And so I know it feels like I'm wiping a lot off, but I really do. Like if you look at this side, to me, that looks way more interesting than this side, right? All those details disappear when everything is the same color. So distressing is a way for you to be able to highlight things too. What time is it? Oh, Lord.
6:55.
How? How is it 6:55 already? I did want to talk about the retreat tonight, you guys. We do still have seats available. And can I just say, we have a Facebook group for the retreat. And I've been so busy today that I really haven't been like on Facebook, even though I was on there earlier, like for work, but I haven't been on there looking. And I popped into the retreat group and somebody had introduced themselves and there were already 14 comments from everybody in the group before I even got to comment. So it's like the community building is already beginning and we haven't even gotten together yet. So I am going to play a video. It'll take like 48 seconds. If you guys will just watch it while I finish doing this, and we'll come back and finish this together and we'll get to the next step. I think, and I'm kind of making this up as I go, y'all. So
Oh, Claudia Bermudez rubbing it in. Hello, everyone from sunny California. The East Coast is getting hammered.
48 seconds, guys. I'll be right
You've
back.
been thinking about it, watching the photos, the joy, the creating. Something inside you whispers, I want this. But maybe part of you wonders, is it really worth it? Let me show you what you're saying yes to. 3 full days of creating with other women who get it. All your supplies included. Quality meals from local spots and a swag bag valued over $100. Exclusive decoupage paper and stencil you can't get anywhere else. Time with me and a small group where you won't get lost in the crowd. A visit to the Royce warehouse, including retired designs, and right outside the venue, Downtown Safford's Spring Festival. Music, booths, entertainment for anyone traveling with you. One woman told me this retreat was life-changing. You're not just signing up to meet me. You're stepping into a space that was built to pour back into you. If your heart's been whispering yes, this is your time. We'd love to see you there.
Coming to the retreat, if
Say
you're
that
on...
again, I turned you back on.
Oh, okay. Sorry. If you're interested in coming to the retreat and you want more information, if you're on Facebook, you can put hashtag retreat and you'll get a message with the link. If you're on YouTube, you can head over to roycycledacademy.com and you'll find a link there to the retreat where you can find out additional information.
Henrietta Akers says, I wish I could go to the retreat. I live in Louisiana. It's funny, Henrietta, we've just now opened up admissions to people from Louisiana. You could come if you want. You're allowed.
Yes.
As long as you bring some andouille.
Oh, I know, huh?
No, don't. I don't know if you can cross state lines with food. Like you
I don't
can't.
know. Sherry brought you corn, remember?
I know. California.
Isn't it?
Oh, I know. When you go, like,
Yeah, you can't bring plants or animals.
yes.
So I have no idea between Louisiana and Arizona what Texas and New Mexico do. So I don't want you getting in trouble.
And I am so excited. Like, I don't know. Every time we get close, I get excited. So I got my sample for the apron. And you guys get an apron in your swag bag. It's yours to keep.
Now, for anybody that's joining new, do you want to switch cameras real quick to show the apron?
Yes, let me get where I want to be with this really quick. Like, both sides don't have to be the same, but I do want them to look like they belong to the same piece, right? And then we're going to go in with some dark wax, and that's going to deepen that. But look at how pretty. How pretty is that? Oh, I'm so happy. So I'm thinking, like, ordinarily I would go in here with several different colors and all the things, but we're going to do the short version tonight because the boy has school tomorrow.
Henrietta Akers says she's going to bring crawfish.
Oh, Lord, I can just see crawfish smelling on the plane. We actually have crawfish here.
Yeah, Rima is excited. Rima's so good, though.
I know, Rima, you booked your flight. Did you get you left us from the membership call to go book your flight the other night. She just was like, I'm out.
But I mean, Rima helps her table, wherever she's at.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that's why I say she's really good.
Well, and you know what? Let's talk about that for a few minutes because every time I go through like the reviews from last year's retreat in order to like do some kind of marketing, I tear up just listening to the ladies talk. And while I'm the one putting on the event, it's really you guys who make the event. And last year, at the beginning of the retreat, we had a conversation about the fact that everybody was responsible for creating a safe space, right? And somebody actually mentioned that in their exit interview. And I don't know why. I've watched her video, but I just didn't hear her say that part. But she said everyone was so kind, even though we have like a really diverse group of people. that everybody was really nice. Everybody was kind, not just nice. To me, that's two different things.
Yes. Oh, no school in New York tomorrow, but you
Oh.
don't live in New York, though. You live in Arizona.
I was going to ask, because I was asking somebody about snow days. I think it was Melissa. And she's like, oh, no, the kids still go to school here.
Well, it depends on where you're at.
I know. I mean, they're in northern Canada, so, you know, they have to live with it. But, I just love that so much. Let's wax.
I've told this story before. My ex grew up in Minnesota. And right after we got married, moved down to Chicago. And she saw one of the no parking signs. And the no parking signs in Chicago say no parking after 2 inches of snowfall.
Yes.
Which means move your car, the plow's going to come. You know.
I'm going to start with some clear wax, you guys. I'm sorry. Wait. Go ahead, babe. I'm sorry.
And then she started laughing. I go, what's so funny? That makes sense. She goes, no. Where I grew up, it's no parking after 2 feet of snowfall.
Oh.
I was like, all right, that makes sense.
That makes sense. I am going to go in. Okay, so I would like to add some dark wax, but if I put dark wax right over this really thirsty paint, it's going to suck it in really quickly. And I'm going to lose complete control over how dark my piece is going to get. So I am going to go in with some clear wax, but I do want to go into some of these recesses with the dark wax because I want them to get really dark. So I'm going to start with a small brush going into the recesses. And am I going to run out of time tonight? I got to move fast.
7:03.
Oh man, I got some stuff on there. I don't want that on there.
Kathleen Nuvis, does it need to dry a bit before you wax since you wet distressed?
It's pretty dry, Kathleen. My towel isn't like sopping wet. It's just damp. And so it's still pretty dry. It looks dark just because of the black paint that's coming through from underneath, but it's still pretty dry. So I'm going to go into some of these recesses here with some dark wax in the areas where I want it to be really dark. And not all of them, just like, I don't know. Maybe I should do the top because that's where the black is, huh? I think I'll do that.
Sorry for the sound.
He's playing.
It's the ads, and he's actually playing the ad now.
Oh.
So.
I changed my mind. I'm going with the dark over the top because that's where all my dark is. So that'll just emphasize it more. Because I have my light color in the recesses, so I don't want to decimate that. Can they hear that, you think?
What, the game?
Uh-huh.
It's possible.
Maybe a little bit, but it shouldn't be too loud.
I hope not. There's just not too much he can do about it.
No.
And I keep trying to look for a place to, go no ad. He's not far enough along in the game.
Oh, is that what it is?
Yeah. Lauren Martone says, what is the name of the Amy Howard milk paint?
This is called a Praying Wife is the name of this color. And I love this color. And I bought 2 other colors to play with. So I'm going to start playing with those. One's a Tuscan color. It's a lot like the Praying Wife, but it's a little bit lighter. The other one, I forgot the name of it. It's a more pink. I didn't really like that one. Maybe the Toscano was the pink one. One of them looks pink. I don't know. I'm going to play with them though. We'll see what happens. So you see, I'm just emphasizing my darker areas a little bit more with the dark wax, and then I'll go in with the clear wax because I'm going to ultimately put dark wax over everything, but I want these areas to be like really dark.
Zombies ate your brain.
Lisa Mansell said, I don't hear him besides I like hanging out with Tamara.
He's over there playing. He's over there beating zombies.
Tana.
Hey, Tana.
Do you want to play it? Or are you all done? Can I try it? Yeah. Okay. It's football. Do you like football?
Mm-hmm. My grandma's always copying me. I know. I knew you were going to say that.
Gotta stop coughing me.
Okay. I'm running out of time. It's a good thing I'm a fast decoupager. I just love, this is my favorite part right here. You see where that scratch is and that light color is down there in the recesses. That's why I decided not to go in the recesses, because I want to leave those lighter marks down there. And when you have details, doing things like this helps to differentiate between like the high points, the recess, really do like heighten your details more so that they pop more.
Chris Schmidt says, looks like it's been on the wall above a fireplace in an 1890s saloon.
Perfect. That is a look I'm going for, Chris. You know
Tanya
me.
Higginbotham says, I love all of Amy's milk paint.
Yeah. I know you went to her retreat, didn't you? I think she did. I think I saw you using the open flame with the crackle meat with her cracked gesso. Okay, that's good. So I'm going to go in with the clear wax, and that's going to seal everything. And you guys will see that, oh wait, my edges, that the color of the milk paint is going to deepen when I go over it with the wax. And I don't follow rules, you guys. I'm sorry. People probably watch me use their products and they're like hiding their faces because I have my own rules. This ledge is going to bother me. I should have painted it with the rest of this, but I may have to just decoupage over it. Can you guys see that it's getting deeper in the areas where I'm putting the wax? I always feel like it's the little details like this that make a project. And this is going to be underneath. I really shouldn't care, but just in case it ends up higher on my wall, you know, I want it to look good from all angles. Because I think I have a spot for it, but I'm not sure. Because I just put a new shadow box up there. So I may have to move things around. I have one wall in my house, you guys, and I just love moving stuff around and making little vignettes. I have a long dresser right underneath the wall. And it is just way too much fun. Okay. I think that is good. Now I'm going to go over all of this with the clear wax. And my clear wax has dark wax on it because I had a day. But you guys can see the dark wax brush has wax further up. Did you hit your face? Oh, what happened?
Smacking his head, going up and down.
Oh. Put some ice on it, Grandpa. Oh. Sorry, you guys. He already has a loose tooth. I think he's okay. He's just mad more than anything. Oh, that dark wax is moving around a little bit more than I'd like. Let me see if I can wipe that up. Because I want to keep some of that light color, right? But look at that. See how it gets a little deeper, a lot deeper, once I add the wax. I know. I think he'll be okay. You guys are like mean grandma. You just keep on painting. He's with grandpa. He's fine. David's the nice one anyways. You guys probably figured that out already though, huh? The grandkids love him better. Although they come to me when they need stuff. And I'm going to go in again and just wipe that up. I don't want that dark wax to darken all of it, just the edges. I don't think I'm going to need to go back in with any more dark wax. Oh. I don't have a small wax brush. Am I going to sacrifice one of my brushes? I am. Because once you use this for wax, you guys, you can't go back. And I'm using this smaller brush because that big brush was picking up the dark wax and spreading it everywhere, which is not what I wanted. So this small brush is going to allow me to be a little bit more targeted. And just like earlier, I'm turning it around, right, to make sure that I'm getting wax everywhere. Because if you, and I learned this a long time ago, the hard way, of course. I had spent hours on a piece of furniture and I hadn't like moved around or moved the furniture around, and I thought I was done. And then I got up and I wasn't done. I was not even anywhere near done. There were all kinds of missed spots on that piece of furniture. And so you can see how much deeper that color got, right? Once I waxed it. So like that's the color, the actual color of the milk paint. Did David take his phone? He did not. Looks like leather. You guys know that I love the look of old leather. Like old Italian leather. Old Italian hide leather specifically. I think that's why I love this color so much. And if you guys are interested in learning about like textured finishes, I do have a masterclass on texture. And actually, the more I learn about milk paint, the more I am considering creating like a second course to go with that one. Just because the additional properties of the milk paint does allow for additional opportunities for different kinds of texture. Because I am a texture junkie. Okay, I think that's good for you guys to get a sense of like, this is the finish. I'm going to let this sit on there for a little bit, and then I'll come in and I'll wipe off the excess in a little bit, But I just love that so much. So much. Love it, love it, love it. And I was thinking about what you said, Flea. Like if I wanted an area to be lighter, I think this would work. I'm going to try it. I should not be trying anything because it's 7:16. I'm supposed to be finishing up right now. I'm going to put a little bit of paint here on my plate. And I'm curious to see what would happen if I like pushed a little bit of that into the wax. Like what would I get, right? And I don't want to use, Lord have mercy. I'm sacrificing all kinds of brushes tonight. Maybe this one, I should still be able to wash this one. But it just stuck to it. And so I was adding a little bit more depth to that. Because there are some spaces that I would like to be, and it's going to get deeper, right? Just as soon as it absorbs the wax, it'll get deeper. But it's not going to be as deep as the paint that is has the dark wax on it. Right? You guys see that? So you see this area right here, it got really dark there. And I'm going to go in and just push that into the wax. So technically, I'm waxing it, right? It's absorbing the wax. And my wax is still open too. That's a big thing. If I tried to do this after my wax had already sealed, I wouldn't have the same result. But my wax is still open. So it's just absorbing into that extra wax and giving me a little bit more of that color. I like it. Do a little bit here and here. And then we are going to move to the decoupage. Okay. Thank you for that idea, Flea. I like it a lot. And then anything that doesn't stick to the wax should just come off, which is fine, right? But I'm dusting most of that off. And I still have like a lot of wax. I haven't even like gone back and wiped this back yet. I have a lot of wax sitting right there. I'm just gonna okie dokie. Say stop, Royce. Oh, that's so pretty. So now we have the top to contend with, and I'm just going to do a quick coat of white, but I am going to go around my edges and just make sure that I don't have wax where I don't want it, because my paint won't stick there if there's wax on it. Where is my paper towel? I have some alcohol, some rubbing alcohol. So I'm just going to go around and try not to get any on my finish. Look, I wonder what'll happen. Let's see. I was trying to be really careful when I was working by not getting, and I'm mostly worried about the wax, not the paint. But I tried to be really careful and not get any wax on my edges here. So I am going to paint this top white super quick. Did I pull? Oh, I have some white primer here. That's perfect. Now you guys know I'm not really worried about stains bleeding through. I know. I'm gonna let it rest for a few minutes, and then I'm gonna go in and put some highlights. I have some metallic here that I want to put over the tops of that. I always think I can do more than I can in the amount of time that we have together. Why? I was thinking 2 coats of paint. That won't be bad, right? I can do that. It is 7:21. And now that I've painted it, I think that the warm topography, it really is going to be the perfect paper to go on the top of this. And I think that I'm going to go back and just paint my edges like the bottom. I don't think I'm going to paint them white. It just doesn't feel right to me. So I'll go in with the paint and put some black milk paint in it. I mean, milk chalk style paint, and then the milk paint and wax on my edges. But I'll do that later because I'm not going to have time for that tonight. We're barely going to have time to decoupage. Let me dry this. I do want to do it. Well, do I want to do another coat? Let's see. I didn't stir my primer, so I probably could have gotten better coverage if I would have stirred it first. But I was going to say, you guys, primer is good for a lot of different things, right? So primer helps to prepare your surface so that your paint adheres better. So if you are working with a slick surface, primer, most primers are like bonding primers. So they bond to the surface and then your paint will stick better. You also use primer to help to seal in any stains. For a lot of us, we're using things that we found at the thrift store, flea markets, the curb, right? And we don't know what those pieces have been through. So using a good stain blocking primer will kind of close all that, the wood fibers, and seal back any stains that may through to ruin your finish later, and or any wood tannins, which are natural oils in the wood. If you've ever painted a piece of furniture and had like orange or red or yellow bleed through, it's likely that those are tannins that are bleeding through. So it's always a good idea to prime. If you're primer for stain blocking, though, you want to take your time on your coat. Let it sit for hours. If nothing bleeds through, you're good to go. If you have a little bit of bleed through, you're probably good to go. But if you go over something with a stain blocking primer and you come back and you have a ton of bleed through, you'll want to do a second coat of primer and let that sit before you move forward with pieces. And I've done some cherry pieces where I've had to prime 3 times before I move forward with my piece, because that's wood that bleeds a lot generally. If you're buying like a used piece of furniture and your finish is in really good shape, meaning it's not pilling, it's not chipping, you know, you might save yourself some trouble just priming right over that and then moving on to paint. Because as soon as you sand off that finish, now you're dealing with raw wood. And so depending on what kind of wood it is, sometimes I'll just leave that factory finish on there, because if you get a real bleeder, they can be a pain in the arse. You know what, Kathy? It's actually primer. It's not paint. And I was thinking I might need a second coat just because it looks kind of streaky. And this wood is put together. Well, I painted it now, so you can't see. I was going to show you. But it's like a lot of different pieces of wood put together. You guys know how chopping boards are. So I think that's why I got that kind of streakiness. But I'm going to put on a quick second coat of this primer. And this is Wise Owl's primer. They do have a really good stain blocking primer. I know some ladies who do a lot of furniture painting and they carry other brands, but they also carry Wise Owl's primer because they believe in it so much. And it's all they carry from Wise Owl is the primer, like legitimately. And they just came out with a brown primer. I haven't gotten any yet. I need to get some. Because when you're working on darker pieces, starting with white primer can be a pain in the arse. Which, by the way, they do have a clear primer, which if I'm working on a piece and I'm going to want to distress back to the wood, I'll use a clear primer first before I paint. And they also have a gray primer, which is really good to use under reds or jewel tones, so that you get like better coverage. If you've ever tried to paint with red before, you know how much of a headache it can be. And so a dark gray primer makes a huge difference in the amount of coverage that you can get. Red paint has huge pigments, so there's a lot of space between the pigments, which is why you have to do so many coats of red to get full coverage. Oh, I know. Did you get all that paint out of your rug, Flea? We're on a membership call, and I'm over here with the gel plate teaching, and poor Flea is having mayhem at her house because she dropped paint on her rug. Let me go back. I don't have my monitor now, so I got to go through the comments. If you asked a question and I didn't answer it, please ask it again because I'm solo now. So, although it looks like you guys are just chatting amongst yourselves, which is fine. Oh, I'm so glad that I'm making this for myself because I would have struggled to part with this if I was going to make it to sell. And if you have a booth, a piece like this can be really helpful with your vertical space. Because you know how you're trying to like display everything in your booth and you only have so much floor space. But this could be a really good use of vertical space because you could put something on there. Oh my goodness. Whew. It is 7:28. I don't want to do this again next week. I have another project already ready for next week. Are you guys okay if I just take a few minutes and decoupage really quickly? I want to make sure this is completely dry, right? Because if I try to decoupage with this and it's not dry, I'm going to get white all over my paper. Do it. Oh, man, I got white on. See, I got white on the bottom. I'll just cover it with some wax. It'll be fine. It's fine. It's fine. Everything is fine. And even when it's not fine, it's fine. And I'm going to have to do a dry brush of a metallic later because we are out of time. I just love the way that finish came out. I wasn't sure because I hadn't done it before. And the milk paint did not chip at all. I'm assuming because the chalk style paint was still open. I didn't put a sealer on it first. So it probably just absorbed any extra moisture from the milk paint. Because if you put the milk paint like over a sealed surface, you'll get crackle, which is beautiful. Okay. I should just pick up next week. I feel like I'm going to mess up because I'm rushing. Okay, this is what we're going to do, you guys. We're going to finish this project next week. And this will just be a 2-weeker because I'm thinking after I get done decoupaging, I'm going to want to do a fine line crackle on top of my decoupage. I know, see, and Rima wants metallic. So I got to wait till next week. And you know what, Rima? I already put the wax on too. So let's wait till next week. That way I don't have to rush because I do have some additional considerations. And this, look at, I got white on here. And these are my considerations. I've already waxed this, right? So I can't really just go over with metallic paint. But what I can do is take some mica powder and mix it with some wax and then go over it with that. So we'll do that. We'll use wax, mica powder to make our highlights for this bottom part. And then we'll decoupage the top part. And then we'll use a fine line crackle over our decoupage. And rather than rush, are you checking on me? Are you okay? Yeah. Did you get an Easter egg? Oh, you do. I see it. Here, let me see. Did you put some ice on it?
Yeah.
Yeah. Let me kiss it. Mm,
It really hurts.
It really hurts. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
Okay. So rather than rush, what are you going to do with the edges? You know what? I'm going to probably go right now and just paint the edges just like the bottom. That's what I should have done in the first place. So I'll probably do that really quick and that'll be done when we come next week. And that way we can just deal with the top, with the decoupage. We'll highlight with the wax and the mica powder on the bottom. But this is where we are so far. And I am super happy with this finish. You guys see I got white on there? I'll put some dark wax on there and cover that up. But
Did you see Laura Montone say, could you do a list of products?
yes, let me do a list of products really quickly. And I'll also do it in the comments, Laura, but I'll go through right now. I started off with Wise Owl in black, a chalk style paint, but you can use any chalk style paint. This is just the one that I used, was Wise Owl's black. We went over the black chalk style paint with the A Praying Wife milk paint by Amy Howard, and I just mixed equal parts of paint and water. And you guys, I only mixed 2 teaspoons of paint, and I still have a ton of paint left over. I probably could have mixed 1 teaspoon, and that would have been plenty for this project. For my milk paint, I like to mix it ahead of time and give it time to sit before I get ready to use it. So that's why I mixed it before we started live tonight. I went over my high points with a dark wax, and Annie Sloan's dark wax is my absolute favorite. It's just the richest brown color, and I love it. So if I'm using a dark wax, it's probably going to be Annie Sloan. And the clear wax that I'm using tonight is DIY wax because it's what's on my table, honestly. I go in between Wise Owl's clear wax, DIY's wax, and then I also use Bree wax, Bry wax. I don't know how you say it. They're clear wax sometimes too. So those are the brands I use for clear wax. And I did use Wise Owl's white primer over the top, and we're going to decoupage over that next week. And that's all I've used so far. And then these are Klingon brushes. They're like so old, they've been abused for years now. And I do love having round and oval brushes in my stash, especially when I'm working on texture, because it enables me to create like really organic texture without having like, if you sometimes I find when I use a square brush, I have like marks, where I touch with my square brush. And so the round brush just helps me not to do that. On my piece that I made, this was just a thrift store corbel, right? This was a thrift store cutting board. You guys can see it has a little the thing that goes around the cutting board. I did use some would you bend molds to go on the side of this. And this was just like a piece that I had in my stash, a random decorative piece. And I just screwed that into the end of this corbel. So that's everything that I use. I will go in. Oh, and look, I'm having some bleeding too. Can you guys see that? You just never know. With a cutting board, I wouldn't be surprised though that there would be bleed. I'd be surprised if there weren't bleed through. But we'll decoupage next week. We'll do the fine line crackle also next week. And then we'll take our mica powder with some clear wax and we'll make some wax to be able to go over and highlight this with some metallic. And I think that's all we have for tonight. Thank you guys so much for joining me. I hope you guys enjoyed tonight's project. I honestly came in like a mad scientist tonight. I wasn't sure what was going to happen, but I'm glad everything worked out. And you guys, I hope you guys enter the contest. Please, please, please. You can find more information. If you go to roycycledacademy.com, you'll see a link there for the contest where you can go for details. Go and check out the prizes. There are a lot of prizes, you guys. Please enter. I would love to see what you guys have been creating. It can be an old piece. I don't care if you made it 5 years ago. As long as it's made with recycled decoupage paper and or stencils, it qualifies. We have category for furniture, for home decor, for art, mixed media art, whatever art you're creating. We have a professional category for people who like own professional businesses or they like paint and sell their things. So if you are a furniture artist and you sell your furniture, it's an awesome way to increase your visibility by participating. We also have our hobbyists because I didn't want you guys to be afraid to participate. So we have a separate category for our hobbyists for you guys to be able to share and possibly win prizes. So, and if you are on the fence about coming to the retreat, just say yes. Say yes to yourself. Come to the retreat. You're going to have a wonderful time. And you guys can find more information about the retreat at Royce Cycled Academy as well, academy.com. Is there anything I'm forgetting, baby? Nope. Okay. Thank you, guys.
Show your apron.
Show my apron. Okay.
Because everybody that comes to the retreat gets an apron.
Oh yeah, that's true. Everybody gets, you guys swag bags are like bomb because you got an apron, you get a stencil that's made just for the retreat, a decoupage paper that's only available at the retreat. And then you also get other supplies that you get to take home because my goal is that you will leave completely inspired and I want you to have tools to be able to make. So this is my sample for the retreat for the apron. You guys notice that the aprons are going to be white this year because we're all going to be mad scientists and you guys are going to look like you're walking around in lab coats. Sorry. Thank you guys for joining me. You guys have a blessed evening and we will see you guys. I'll see you tomorrow morning. Tomorrow morning, 9 a.m. Pacific Standard Time for our Mixed Media Monday. You guys have a blessed day. Bye.